think that the hostage, the one that was taken hostage, is the bad guy, and that Hamas, the atrocious terrorist that did the most evil and atrocious things you can ever imagine, is somehow good. This misunderstanding cannot be allowed. It's destroying our very fat fiber of our society. And these college campuses are so confused.
Hi, I'm here at NRB, and I have a special guest that we just ran into right now, Joshua Waller, and he is from the Israel guys, and he is from Israel. You came down from Israel?
I'm from Israel.
When did you get here?
Just on Friday.
Okay, this is so important that I just ran into him because I just got through watching a behind the scenes of the Hamas terrorists, the uncut footage. It was, I'm going to be interviewing the consul a minute here, and I just told her I have no words.
No.
I said I have no words. I didn't know what to say because I don't think that people understand what really happened. There's a lot of people who are, they're sitting here cheering for Hamas. When I see universities getting together and they're protesting in favor of Hamas, how does that make you feel with your feet on the ground, seeing firsthand what's been going on over there?
Well, I think it just makes me realize the fact that there's so much misinformation. These people think they're making the right decision. And so the importance of people shedding the truth and the light. If you look on TikTok, there's one pro-Israel view to 50 pro-Arab, pro-Hamas views. So that's the evidence of that is what we see on college campuses. They see it and they believe what they're seeing. So now for us, those that are putting content out there, it's so important that we speak the truth, and two, that they can't. This misunderstanding cannot be allowed. It's destroying our very fat fiber of our society. When you think that the hostage, the one that was taken hostage, is the bad guy, and that Hamas, the atrocious terrorist that did the most evil and atrocious things you can ever imagine, is somehow good. Like, the world and these college campuses are so confused that we have to just continue to speak and share, like what we're doing now, and seeing these films, as horrible as it is, to understand what actually happened, and then to be sure that the world knows there is good and there is evil, and Hamas and what they've done is evil.
One of the things that I wrote down here, and this is what's important to understand, is a lot of people are saying, they deserve the land, or they should have a right to the land. But what people have to understand is, I wrote down multiple times, I didn't write it all down, but I just wanted to share some of these sound bites that I got with you. But specifically, they were saying, praise Allah. Okay, they were saying, as they killed and murdered people, they were just continually saying, Allah is God. And you might say, I'm sorry, don't make this about religion, but I'm saying what I saw on the unedited, okay? As they were murdering, this film had 139 bodies that we saw that were murdered, okay? Allah is great. Curse God, dishonor you as they're murdering, kill the Jew. They said, praise God, curse Israel. And they were calling the people dogs as they were murdering them. And so if you can just shed a little light on this, and we've gotten to the place where people don't want to talk about politics, and they don't want to admit, we shouldn't say something terrible about, this religious situation, because not all people are the same. We're not saying that, but they have an agenda. Yeah.
Well, I think it's very clear. We're a Western world is trying to cover up what's actually happening. The fact is that jihad is what happened. Jihad is holy war. If you even look at what the Muslims call this war and look at what the West calls it, we call it the October 7th attack, right? The massacre on Jews, the worst massacre that's happened since the Holocaust of Jewish people. They don't call it October 7th. No, they don't say that at all. They call it the Al-Aqsa flood. The Al-Aqsa is the mosque on the Temple Mount. So this all goes back to them. It is holy war. It is jihad. And for them, it's a flood. They're saying that the Jews, and they're very pointed on this, the Temple Mount, a place of worship for the Jewish people for thousands of years, banned for Jewish prayer. That's the crux of their whole war, is to annihilate the Jewish population. Never will there be a Jew to pray here. And that's where actually the attack there for them. The holy war of jihad all goes back to Jerusalem. It goes back specifically to the Temple Mount. So you're exactly right. The reason why they're doing this attack is religiously motivated. It's not just a couple crooks. No, the whole entity, the Islamic world, was fueled in their aggression to annihilate the people of Israel. You have 7 million Jews living in Israel, surrounded by 400 million Arabs. with this kind of mindset, whether they're how barbaric they are is obviously a chain, but they believe in the destruction of the state of Israel and the creation of an Arab state there.
And if you don't believe him, I watched with my own eyes. One of the soldiers actually called his dad, and he called his dad, and he was saying, Dad, I killed. He's like, I got a Jewish woman's phone. I have her phone. I just killed 10 men, or 10 of them with my own hands. And he said, Mom, can you hear me? Mom, I killed 10 with my own hands. In my heart, the mom started crying. And I thought, is the mom going to say, son, what have you done? But that wasn't the case. And you have to understand that they are proud. And this is not about land. This is literally a holy war for them. And so we have to, see this. It's humanity. There was children, men, women, dogs. They were shooting their pets. I mean, this is completely, like you said, barbaric. But just as we're wrapping up here, what would be something that you'd want to tell the public here in the U.S.? What is something that we can do to change? Because they're being indoctrinated, but in a sense, there is an indoctrination going on even in our own nation.
Well, it's time to engage. As long as we sit by quietly, this will continue to ravage our nation. I believe still that America is pro-Israel. The American people love the people of Israel. We're a free nation that loves freedom. And we don't stand for terrorism. We don't stand for the horrific thing that you just witnessed on these videos. The American people don't stand for that. We have been taken over by a radical regime ourselves that is actually somehow promoting some of these things and trying to decide whether Hamas is good or evil, which is unacceptable. The American people don't accept that. But we do have major networks that are influencing our young people. It still doesn't represent the majority, but it looks like it does. And so what we have to do now is to be sure to promote the truth, to speak the truth out loud, and not be afraid of it, because the majority of America does stand with Israel and stands with freedom. And we have to continue to represent that and pray to God that we can see deliverance from these evil times that we are witnessing right now.
Well, thank you so much for watching, and that's what we are here for. We're here to shift the culture's narrative here at Ignite Voices TV. So Joshua, can you let me know where they can find out more information about you?
Sure, just theisraelguys.com, and we're on all the social media platforms as well as the Israel Guys.
So go check them out. They have excellent content. If you want to learn more about Israel, that's a perfect place to learn the behind the scenes on the Israel side from these guys, because they also have, I love that you also do a biblical perspective on it, the things that you're doing. So that's a little plug for them. So that's it. I'm Emma Sarah. Remember, y'all, go out and blaze change. Thanks for watching.
So without further ado, I give you fervent heat. Yeah, let's go. Oh my, oh mercy me. I'm built like